Okay, so in our last video, we saw how the pad gets constructed and how the home gets moved onto the pad, both left and right side. Well, in this video, I'm not going to really show you the block level and tie, which I'll show you in another video. But on this one, because they're at a stage where they vinyled one side of the home, but not the other, I want to show you what this looks like. And I want to show you basically an unboxing of what the inside of a home looks like when it comes. So as you saw in the previous video, there were two different halves that were put together on the lot. And they vinyled obviously that one side, but this over here on this end is how the unvinyled side would appear. Now the homes are joined together. They're lag bolted together. They're pretty much as tight as can be, as you can see. They are together, but they have to come over here on this side and they have to put the vinyl in. So how does that vinyl get here? Okay, well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you through the unboxing of this mobile home, if you want to call it that. What we're going to do is we're going to take a sneak peek in here and look at what a newly arrived home looks like. Okay, get myself up here without falling. Okay, let's close this. Okay, so this is what a home looks like when it comes from the factory and it's just been joined together. They don't want the screens flying off on the roadway, so the screens come just pretty much laying out on the floor. A lot of the tie-down pieces that are involved in constructing and tying down the home to attach to the ground are here. You can see this is called the marriage line, and that's where the carpeting and the vinyl to the next room meet. And this is all obviously going to be finished and tied. The marriage wall connection along the ceiling. In this particular home, as opposed to using a strip that's going to go along there and covering it, they're actually going to tape and texture this one. So when it's completed, it'll be one complete ceiling all the way across. You won't have any marriage line visible at all, which is going to be pretty cool. So looking forward to having that done, because I had not had that done. The last few homes we put up, they actually put up a strip. So the components that you need to finish off the inside usually just come set in the home. You can see the appliances, they're all in place. Whenever a refrigerator is shipped, they always put a board underneath it to tip it back toward the wall so that it doesn't float around, or so that it doesn't start to move out, because most of them have wheels. None of the drawers come assembled because they don't want the drawers obviously opening and closing as it's going down the highway. But what they do is, here's the back door and into the master bathroom, is they usually pile everything up inside the home. So again, you can see all the items that come in here. You see the doors are over there. The shower here has no doors in place, so the doors are laying on the floor over there. And you can see those are different trims and things, the crown molding that they need to finish. So there's actually a couple $1,000s of work that go into what's called the trim out. And the trim out means they're going to put the marriage lines together. They also don't put any globes in here. They don't want those falling off as it goes down the highway, so the globes have to be installed. And they also check all the doors. Sometimes when the home gets set, see, that's a classic example. They'll go through here and make sure that all the doors open and close properly. So let's see what's in the rest of the home down here. You can see again on the marriage line here that they're gonna have to do the carpet. So the rooms pretty much come ready to go. Again, the globes need to be assembled. Bathroom, It's pretty intact. This room's intact, but you can see here's where the drawers are and the screen for this room. And of course, no globes up there. This actually came with a thermostat, which the last one didn't. It looks rather cheap. I'll probably put a Nest on there. Makes it look a lot more modern, but you can see the marriage line here is open for the floors. And also in the closet, that also needs to be trimmed out. And then going back here into the master, you can see the carpeting is peeled back on both halves. And again, the globes are missing. So that just gives you a quick glimpse of how the home comes and how it comes stocked with all the materials needed to put it together. And the factory is actually coming out on this. You can actually either hire a local guy that'll come out and do the marriage line. In fact, this piece looks like, yeah, see how it's textured? That would be the piece that would normally go across the ceiling. But because I paid extra, I'm gonna have the factory actually come out and do this marriage line, and they're gonna texture and tape it so you won't even see a seam at all. Whereas if they use this raised molding, you would see a seam. And it even comes with some of the plumbing pipe that they're gonna be using underneath the home to make their plumbing connections. So, and there's always a can of paint for touch-up. White exterior paint, white interior paint, I'm sorry. So, in fact, there's a crack in the drywall which they'll patch. So that's it. So that's how a home comes straight from the factory. And when the two halves are just put together, it pretty much looks like this. And then the trim out guys will get here, and it's usually a 2 to 3 day job maybe to finish up all the fine carpenter work and get this done and get it ready for the inside. Then a cleaning person comes in and cleans it up. That's it. So over and out.